Hello friends and welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm really glad you're here. If you're new here, my name is Becca. This channel is all about my love for spinning, knitting, weaving, crocheting, sewing, all the fiber things. I invite you to grab whatever project you have on the go and join me. Let's make some stuff. Today I wanted to share with you my very special Ashford special edition Elizabeth II spinning wheel. This is a Saxony style spinning wheel, and the special edition has the giant 30-inch wheel. They always have their standard Elizabeth II, which has a 24-inch wheel, I believe. I will put all the specs for the special edition versus the standard Elizabeth II in the description if you're interested in that. But I said this is a special edition wheel. They don't have it all the time. I got mine in 2019. The last time they released this wheel, and I thought now would be a good time to talk about it because they are releasing another batch for 2024. So if you have already bought one or are interested in buying one, I thought that I would go ahead and make this video telling you about my wheel, the Ashford Elizabeth II with a 30-inch wheel, in case you are interested in that. I got my wheel in 2019 from my local yarn shop. My local yarn shop always has several different kinds of wheels on display. They let you try them out. And the Ashford Elizabeth II, especially the one with the 30-inch wheel, is a big wheel and it takes up a lot of space. They'd had it on display for quite a while. And I think they were interested in clearing it out since it was the end of the limited edition run and people wouldn't be able to buy new ones. This was sort of the last of its era. And so they had it discounted, which was really lucky for me when I got it, because this is not an inexpensive wheel by any means, but it is absolutely gorgeous. And the reason I think when I bought it, they let me try it out. And they were really surprised that I was able to spin with it because everybody who had tried it before felt like it was too fast. It was really difficult for them to spin on it, which is why they had it still in stock. And not that I'm a better spinner by any means than any of the other people who came in, but I think the way that I spin on my other wheels had given me some insight into how this wheel wanted to spin. And it could be that because I have so many finicky antique wheels, that I am able to read a spinning wheel a little bit from that experience. I don't know, but I just know that I loved this wheel and it came home with me that day, and I'm so glad that it did. So I don't have the standard Ashford Elizabeth II with the smaller wheel, but I do have other wheels that have similar sized wheels to them, and I actually have a range of spinning wheels that have different sized wheels. And I thought it would be a good idea to talk a little bit about what does that do. What does the size of the spinning wheel do when you're spinning? And a spinning wheel is a very simple machine. You have a band around a large wheel that drives a smaller wheel, the whorl that drives the flyer. And so the ratio difference, the size difference between the size of the big wheel and the size of the flyer is what defines the speed at which you have to turn. So a larger wheel is more efficient, so with each rotation of the big wheel, you're spinning the smaller wheel more times. So by using this really big wheel, I actually have to spin very slowly because it doesn't require as much work on my part. With a smaller wheel, you have to treadle more frequently to get the same number of rotations. The other thing that's different about the bigger wheel is that it is heavier than a smaller wheel. And of course, this depends on the type of wood and the spoke size, and all of the other things can go into that. But in general, a larger wheel is heavier, and so that means that it does take a little bit more energy to start, and it spins for longer, so it does take a little more energy to stop the wheel. So the Ashford Elizabeth II that I have spins for a really long time if I just spin the wheel. The other thing that's really nice about the bigger wheel is that it is able to spin really, really, really fast. It is very efficient. And this is really helpful if you're trying to spin lace weight where you have fewer fibers going in and it really needs to have a lot of twist in it to hold it together. I haven't tried spinning cotton on this wheel. It's not really designed for that, but you probably could. But in general, it means that I can spin at a more relaxed pace what I'm doing physically with my body, and the machine is actually working harder. So I find it to be really efficient to use this giant wheel. This wheel is actually the same size as my antique Canadian production wheel. The wheel is exactly the same size, and both of those spin really, really quickly with little effort on my part, on the spinner's part. So let's go and do some spinning now. I want to show you how she spins. I'm spinning in this, I'll be spinning Shetland wool. This is undyed Shetland wool, and it's actually the same wool that I've been spinning on various different wheels. If you've seen any of those other videos that I've made, this is the same wool. So it's undyed Shetland. I am splitting the top, and I think the things to notice are the speed at which I'm treadling, which I find to be very slow, but also the quickness with which the spinning happens. So come on, let's go do some spinning and enjoy this spinning session on the Ashford Elizabeth II 30-inch wheel. that's it for this video. I hope this has helped you if you're thinking about buying one of the special release Ashford Elizabeth II 30-inch wheels. It's great for lace spinning, and it's a workhorse for general spinning, so I really love it. If you do purchase one, I would love to see yours. If you want to tag me on Instagram or in the comments below. Thanks for spending some of your creative time with me. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!